going on, everybody? Protein bar review guy here again. And as promised from the video yesterday, we have the sequel today to our exploration into the Costco brand of protein bars. All right, so yesterday we did chocolate peanut butter chunk. Today we have this cookies and cream. All right, remember before we get started here, remember to reach down below, hit subscribe, and share with any of your friends who eat bars so they can watch this channel, maybe make some better choices and what kind of bars they purchase and what they put into their body. All right, we review protein bars here based on the same criteria as always: ingredients, protein content, macros, calorie count, taste, and texture, for an overall score of 1 through 10. All right, so we have cookies and cream, Kirkland signature Costco brand here today. Again, right on the front it says gluten-free, made with real cookie pieces, no artificial flavors. All right, so let's talk about the ingredients here. All right, first ingredient is a protein blend of milk protein isolate and whey protein isolate. That's great, exactly what you want to see in your bar. Next thing, we get into the soluble corn fiber, cashew butter, isomalto oligosaccharides from a vegetable source, natural flavors, water, erythritol, soluble tapioca fiber, coconut oil, cocoa powder, sea salt, whey protein concentrate. That's good to see again, but pretty far down on the list there. Sunflower lecithin and stevia, tapioca starch, and calcium carbonate. Okay, so right away you start off with a good quality source of protein for a bar, and then you get into some of the stuff that, kind of the glue in the bar, the stuff that holds it together and gives it the form. So you've got the soluble corn fiber, the cashew butter, the isomalto oligosaccharides. That's like that's a carb source in here. At least they're telling you it comes from a vegetable source. And then of course we have the old head scratcher, natural flavors. Who knows what that is? We don't really know. And honestly, that's probably the sketchiest ingredient in here is natural flavors. All the other stuff looks pretty good. I mean, as far as protein bars go, this is really, this is a really clean ingredient list. And then they're sweetening with erythritol and stevia. So there's no sucralose, no aspartame, no maltitol, no artificial sweeteners like that are gonna mess up your gut and your blood sugar and all that stuff. I mean, these two sweeteners are pretty low on the glycemic index there. And then we got, the coconut oil, which is good, a little healthy fats there. And they're using sunflower lecithin instead of soy lecithin, which is good. So, I mean, this whole bar is soy-free. And like we said in the video the other day, the value of these bars, it's something we don't rate our bars on this channel as far as the criteria. Maybe we will in the future. But you buy a box of this at Costco and it comes out to like 80 cents a bar. And some of these fancy, other brands like One and MedRx that we talked about yesterday, they're $2-3 a bar sometimes, and they got lots of crap in them. This is way cheaper and way cleaner. I'm actually impressed with Costco on the ingredients so far. All right, let's talk about protein content. Gotta unfold the thing here. All right, there we go. All right, protein content, 22 grams. That's awesome. Okay, this, we set the bar, standard bar in this criteria as being about 20 grams. Well, this says 22. And look, it's only 170 calories. So we're on the low calorie side. We're above the threshold on the protein, which is good. So that's great. I mean, so ingredients, I gave this a 9. Protein content, I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10 for how high it is, in relationship to how low the calories are. Let's look at the macros. Then we got 22 grams of carbs and only 4 grams of fat. That's very surprising, almost astounding for protein bars. When the other ones I've seen that are low are like maybe 6 grams. Most of them are 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, I've seen, what are those Oh Yeah bars? I saw one of those one time. It was like 16 or 18 grams of fat in it. I mean, the thing was covered in M&Ms, but you know, still. All right, so again, here we have 10 grams of fiber, 36% of your daily value. So yeah, again, careful with the fiber in this thing. Don't eat more than one of them at one time. And you know, even if you do have 2 of these in a day, it you know, could be a little problematic downstairs, you know what I mean? But yeah, again, we're low on the fat side, so 4 grams of fat at 9 calories per gram. You've only got 36 calories of fat in this bar, and 22 grams of protein, that's 88 calories from protein and 88 calories from carbs. So macros on this, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm giving it a 9 on macros, because protein and carbs are the same, which is kind of hard to find on a lot of bars these days. And the fat's low. So there we go. And calorie count, a little on the lower side, so I'm gonna give it a 7. We like to see, well, I like to see between 180 and 220. This is 170. So a little on the low side, I'm gonna give it a 7. You know, not terrible if all you need is, you know, a quick bite at the gym when you're walking out the door, and then you get home and you have, you know, a plate of chicken and some greens and sweet potatoes, whatever. All right, let's give this thing a taste. All right, so right away you can see, look at those real cookie chunks in there, like the Oreo, you know, the Oreo thing going on. It's chewy. It's good. That chocolate peanut butter chunk yesterday was a little on the soft side, not as chewy as this. I like them a little chewier. It helps me eat them a little slower and enjoy them a little more. So this one, I can say, is definitely a little chewier than the one yesterday. You know, a little tougher, which I like. Taste, right away, yeah, you can tell those are real cookie pieces in there. Definitely reminds me of, you know, when I'm eating cookies and cream ice cream and you get a big chunk of, you know, the cookie in there. So it definitely tastes legit there. Those cookies are the real deal. As far as the creaminess, a little on the synthetic side. You know, it doesn't taste quite like, you know, as good as ice cream, cookies and cream would be, but you know, that's hard to achieve in a bar. So yeah, a little on the synthetic side there with the cream taste they're going for. Texture, not a lot going on. You've pretty much got the chewiness from the bar, and then the you know, the chunks of cookie in there, which is good. They give you good, you know, pretty good sized chunks of cookie in there. Taste, I'm gonna give it, I'll give it an 8 for taste. And texture, I'll give it an 8 for texture as well. All right, let's talk about an overall score for this. We like the ingredients, we like the protein content, we like the macros. Calorie count's a little on the low side. Taste and texture are, you know, pretty much average, maybe a little above average there. Yeah, I'm giving this a 9. I'm giving this a 9 for, you know, clean ingredients. I like the macros, you know, low fat, which is hard to find, and yeah, pretty good. So, protein bar review guy, giving this Kirkland cookies and cream bar a 9. All right, stay tuned. We'll be reviewing many more bars, and remember to share with your friends and subscribe and stay tuned, and I'll check you later.